Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, how we doing? Alrighty, well, second video, September 14th, 2023. Still in the lane of prayer. And today we're going to talk about the Lord's Prayer. And I will say that a lot of this inspiration God had put upon my heart to listen to some other ministers. And I listened to Tony Evans, and he really gave a good talk about the Lord's Prayer. So I said, well, God, what do you think about sharing this today? And he said, yeah, I'll listen, and then we'll talk about how we're going to do it. So here's how it goes. So Tony Evans shared, and I listened, and God put upon my heart that the disciples asked God and Jesus to teach them how to pray, and that's in Luke 11. And so Jesus shares the Lord's Prayer with the disciples. And in the first part, the prayer is like, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So when we listen to that first part is about God. It's about God, and it expresses our God and that he's our Father. He's a father to us as we are his children. And then we want to say that in this, he talks about the prayer is about honoring God, honoring his name and his will for us, being to love one another and as he has cared and loved for us. So then we move forward again. And then the prayer then moves into give us this day our daily bread as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And this comes from another script. And I'm trying to see where that script comes from. Yeah, I don't see it here. It should be here, but I don't see it. But anyhow, I will say this, that it expresses our wanting God to supply our daily needs and thanking him for all that the Lord has done for us, in these days and nights, what God has done for us, how he's supplied us every day. And we also ask him to forgive our wrong ways and our sinfulness when we go off track. And then the prayer ends with, thine is the kingdom, thine is the power, and thine is the glory forever and ever. Amen. And so at the end, we honor God again, honoring the greatness of God. So the Lord's Prayer, the Lord's Prayer is a tool. It is a tool that helps us know how to pray, and we can vary it, but it's something to keep on our minds as to the framework, and it keeps our mind fixed on God. So to look at a simple summary of what that whole thing encompasses, it's like telling us, do good, do the right things, serve others and serve yourself, and respect God, respect God that helps us, and use God's values, which will be expressed later in another chat about, the values that are expressed in the scriptures, in our commandments and things. Respect those values and love and forgive others for their flaws, all the things that they do wrong, and turn us away from evil, That's what we're talking about. Doing good, serving, respecting God, using good values, loving others and forgiving them for their flaws, and turn away from the evil stuff. That's basically the crux of the message today, and I want to also include, as I did before, I mentioned again, because I swapped these around to make sure that they were showing so you could read them. But it's about these angels are praying for the gun situation to be handled, and health and wellness to be better, and there'll be more prosperity everywhere, and children and schools will be protected. And as always, I always say, walk. Before I came here today, I did a workout. So I'm saying, work out. If you can't do nothing but walk or stretch your arms, do it. Do healthy. Drink some lemon water. If you can't drink lemon water, drink some water. Our body's 2/3 water. Do it. Drink the water. Eat some fruit, fresh, canned, or frozen, and some whole grains and salads, fresh stuff. Do what you can. Read what's in things before you dump it down in your system so you'll live a long life. I'm like 100. So I'm like, this work for me. Serve, eating right, working out, and then do it over and over consistently. It's a go. It's a go. God willing, it's a go. So that's our message for today. This is the Sunday morning message on Thursday. Thank God for the possibilities. All righty. Take care. I love you all. I love you all.